Well, welcome back to Sports Today. It is in fact the IPL's Battle Royal because it's a battle between
Rajasthan Royals
and the Royal Challengers of Bengaluru. And for all of you RR fans out there, good news. Sanju Samson has won the toss and has chosen to bowl first, which might seem like an interesting decision given that it's at a venue where both games so far have been won by the team setting the total rather than the team chasing the total. But as Sanju Samson himself said, it's a fresh wicket and they are expecting a little bit of seam movement, and we saw just how dangerous they were in the last game when their seamers got talking, particularly a certain Trent Bolt.
Trent Bolt and an Andre
Even Berger was good.
Yes, Andre Berger.
Andre Berger. Piyush Nandre Berger, if you look at it. So, yes, if you look at it, at the very beginning, Rajasthan Royals don't have a good record against the Royal Challengers Bangalore. But if it is one team that perhaps can change that poor luck around, it is Rajasthan Royals, because they have started off very well. First game against LSG put on a big total of 193, won that by 20 runs. Second game versus DC at the same venue, batted first, won while defending 185. In Mumbai they chased, here they will be chasing. So it remains to be seen how Rajasthan Royals cope up with a new kind of thing. As Shane pointed out earlier, that it's a fresh wicket. So chasing first, even Faf du Plessis was very uncertain as to how this wicket is going to be. So that's why it's kind of a good headache that, okay, Faf has said, okay, you win the toss, I will see what's to be done in that
Sanju,
sense.
you mean?
Yeah, Sanju won the toss.
Yeah.
So that's why it is a good thing that I don't know how RCB is going to cope up, because as you've seen, traditionally, they have not
Siddharth,
battled
you
well.
have doubts about RCB?
I have doubts. I have serious doubts about them. If I may back
So let me jump the gun and ask you, you're not backing them today for the match?
I'll come to that when we cross the bridge.
I mean, the man is wearing a pink t-shirt.
Yeah. And Shane is wearing an RCB color.
No. This was just the iron shirt that was lying right on top.
So, see,
Laziness.
today while doing it, it's going to be a mind and a heart kind of a situation. Because, see, on paper, Rajasthan Royals are looking better in all formats. If you look at it, the bowling, batting, they are much better. But RCB, one or two freak guys can come up with a performance. For example, Shane was pointing out earlier upstairs that yes, Virat Kohli's strike rate and average in Jaipur is 98 and 22.
Yeah, so he's not had the best of times at the Sawai Mansingh, and on top of that, swinging bowling. Although there is no Sandeep Sharma
Yes.
playing 11, so I think Kohli would be breathing a sigh of relief.
But
because
there is a
he's
Trent Bolt.
Exactly.
There's a Trent Bolt, there's an Andre Berger as well.
Yes.
So there may not be any Sandeep Sharma, against whom Virat Kohli doesn't really have a proud record. But it's the same 11 that Rajasthan are going with, and this is a good looking bowling attack, even though there is no Sandeep Sharma here. Yes, we know he can swing the ball. He's very good at the death as well. But so was this bowling lineup, and they've got a newfound death bowler in Avesh Khan. Yes. In fact, I was looking at this video. I don't know if you guys checked it out. Mumbai Indians, I think, put out this video where, of course, this was a casual meet and greet between the two sets of players, and Ishan was like, here's the latest death bowling sensation. Jahan bolta hai, wahin ball girta hai.
King of death bowling.
The king of death bowling. And he got a very good welcome even from Virat Kohli also. Aisa mauka fir kahan milega. So he greeted him with a Shami Kapoor song, An Evening in Paris. So yes, Avesh Khan has found his groove. I mean, the last couple of games, I mean, the Delhi game, Rajasthan Royals have pinned the victory on his shoulders. I mean, he put in a splendid death overs performance in those 2 overs that he bowled. Pinpoint Yorkers to Akshar Patel wide outside off.
Absolutely.
And he seems to have regained his mojo in Rajasthan Royals. So, first outset, let us see that the teams are only Rajasthan Royals are unchanged.
Yeah, so we'll go over the teams just for team updates. Royals, as Siddharth pointed out, unchanged. That is the Rajasthan Royals, the home team. RCB have made one change, and we'll get to that. But first, let's just go over this RR side, who so far have been supremely well settled. So at the top, you've got Yashasvi Jaiswal, Joss Butler, Sanju Samson, Riyan Parag, Dhruv Jurel, Shimron Hetmeyer, Ravichandran Ashwin coming in at 7, and then you've got Trent Bolt, Avesh Khan, Nandre Berger, and of course Yuzi Chair.
Okay, so as far as
and this is their bowling 11.
Yeah, so impact player means they'll bring in a batter.
They'll have to bring in a batter because see,
They
all
can't-
your 4 overseas are done. But
So Rovman Pal,
Burger.
it could be Shubham Dubey.
Most likely, because again, they did put him in there last time, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so, yeah.
So that's who they'll bring in, because they can't bring in a foreign player. All their 4 slots are taken. But Shubham Dubey could come and extend that batting lineup a little bit. Yes, in fact, he's one of the 5 subs, and would make most sense, because again, Tanush Kotian and Kuldeep Sen are both bowlers.
Yeah, but Tanush Kotian is an all-rounder. But then he doesn't have that firepower. See, let us not judge him by Ranji Trophy numbers. Ranji Trophy, 500 plus runs and 25 plus wickets. But
he's predominantly a bowling all-rounder.
Yeah.
So if you were playing him, you'd probably have him in your 11.
It has to be a Shubham Dubey.
Yeah, I think Shubham Dubey seems the most likely. Was Royal Challengers Bangalore, their 11, the one change which they made is Anuj Rawat goes out, which means that DK gets the wicket-keeping gloves back, and in comes Saurabh Chauhan. But aside from that, same 11 will still go over it. You've got a Virat Kohli, skipper Faf du Plessis to open, Rajat Patidar, Glenn Maxwell, Cameron Green, Dinesh Karthik, Saurabh Chauhan. Then you've got, of course, the bowlers, Reece Stockley, Mayank Dagar, Mohammad Siraj and Yash Dayal. And that, of course,
that means you'll have a Maipal Lomror. You'll have RCB a batting first, right?
Batting first. Right?
So it'll be a Vijay Kumar Vishak.
I don't understand why.
Oh, Vishak.
No, I mean,
but see, their batting, I'm not too sure about Saurav Chaudhary. How much does he offer with the bat?
He's replaced.
Saurabh Chauhan, you mean?
I mean, Saurabh Chauhan is replaced Anuj Rawat.
Saurav Chaudhary.
No, it's Chauhan.
Chauhan.
You can't, it's not.
Oh, yeah.
It's Saurabh Chauhan. Saurabh Chauhan hails from Gujarat, Ahmedabad. 150 plus strike rate in the Syed Mushtaq Ali that he played in. So he's a hard hitting lower order bat. But why Saurabh Chauhan? Maybe it is that novelty factor. Maybe not many people know about him.
Yeah, because I think in the last couple of games, Anuj Rawat had a little underwhelming time. Maybe that's also why. But again, I look
just at that, or maybe could be the injury as well. See, I remember the one time that he'd, he tried to get across to the ball and it clipped his fingers. So maybe that, I don't recall who the bowler was, but it definitely required the physios to quickly get across to the field and give him some immediate care. Or it could be that dive that he put in that catch that went that he ultimately ended up picking up. Could be either of those instances. Do we know what Faf in fact said as far as why that changed? Let's try and tell you if there was any mention about that.
Not many people know him, Saurabh Chauhan. He has some serious amount of skill and batting power. Looks like a nice and calm guy.
There is no
so nothing, no
he
reason.
said that we have a change. He didn't mention if Anuj Rawat had picked up a niggle or anything of the sort. I'm assuming it's tactical.
So your 2 spinners in RCB remain Dagar and Maxwell. Now, but then if you're going to make a bowling sub, you'll add a Vishak.
But why no Lomror, I'm thinking?
That's what even I was thinking. Why do you need to be playing or batting only till number 7 when you are batting first?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah,
the batting ends at Saurabh
Chauhan is your last batter, last recognized batter.
I mean, this has confounded me totally. I mean, if you look at it, because you'll have to get in a Vishak. Or they didn't count on losing the toss. Maybe their plans have gone alright.
No, but you have two team sheets.
You have 2 team sheets.
You have 2 team sheets.
That's the point. If you're allowed a batting 11 and bowling 11 for that particular reason. So this seems weird that they've only gone with 7 batting options. I mean, see, RR also have 7 right now if you include Ashwin. But then that is their bowling first 11, which means they'll sub out someone, most likely a UZ Chahal.
And then they'll get in a Shubham
Dubey. So that means they're batting till 8, which is still fine, it's good. RCB are the batting first team and batting till number 7.
And you can rely on Trent Bolt to give you a couple of lusty blows as well.
If you look at it,
are we going by what we saw from Siraj the other day?
No, if you look at Ashwin, he's done well in the 2 games.
No, I'm agreeing with Ashwin. That's why I'm saying Ashwin is 7.
And
so
Ashwin can be anywhere between 4 and 7.
Ashwin
by the way.
is 7, I'd say 7, wherever, or 4, 5, whatever they want to float him. My point is Ashwin is still on the team sheet, the 7th batter, which means they're batting till 7. After that, you've got Bolt, who's a bowler. My point is they are then going to be batting 2nd.
And a Dubey.
Yeah, which means you're bringing in Shubham Dubey, which means they're extending their batting till 8. RCB only batting till 7 at a time when 2 members of their famed KGF trio are struggling for form. Do not ask me the logic of that. In fact, not just KGF. I mean, if you're looking at that batting lineup, really no one has been in great form. Kohli, yes, at least he's been getting them runs.
Unless of course, they sub out somebody like a Rajat Patidar, bring in a Lomror to give them some added firepower if need be.
Patidar, he's a batter.
After he's done batting.
Oh, that way.
That way. See, to
Like
give
how
you
Abhishek Porel came
Yeah,
in.
exactly to give you extra batting if need be, the situation arises. You need some firepower towards the end. He's anyway more or less the guy, or more often the guy who gets subbed out. So take him out. Bring in, I don't know if that's the plan. Bring in somebody like a Lomror. That leaves you with bowling options in Reece Topley, Mayank Dagar, Siraj, Dayal, Green and Maxwell. So Green and Maxwell will give you combined 4 overs and the others give you 4 overs each. That could also be one of the plans.
That should ideally be a plan B. Plan A would say go with 8 batters.
Yeah, just don't name Yash Dayal in the 11.
Yeah, don't keep a Dayal in the 11, don't keep a Dagar in the 11, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Just sub out one of the bowlers and keep a batter.
Yeah.
I don't understand their tactics running in, and also it's weirder when you look at their top orders. I was saying, form-wise, nowhere. Virat, okay, has been getting runs, strike rate's an issue. Faf, woefully out of form. Patidar, woefully out of form. Glenn Maxwell, woefully out of form. Cam Green, hit or miss. DK, again hit or miss. Saurabh Chauhan, it's his debut match, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he was given his maiden
So
cap.
really, your batting, which is already Opal and Hare, is already even more on hanging by a thread. I don't understand. Why would you not play a Lomror or a Prabhu Desai in the 11? Give yourself some batting depth.
I mean, RCB and good tactics don't go hand in hand.
That
if
is
that's
true.
the case, because their team situation confounds me every single time. I mean, Reece Topley, Mayank Dagar, Mohammad Siraj and Yash Dayal. 4 options that you're saying will all deliver 4 overs. And the problem is Siraj has been woefully out of form with the ball. And because he's not in form, the rest of the bowling is just falling to smithereens. And
No, how much were you really expecting from Mayank Dagar?
No, I was expecting something from Siraj. Siraj held the key, and that is why RCB's bowling looked slightly better. But now with Siraj not in form and he's having the 2022 vibes all over again, it's a big issue.
Yeah, because see, with Topley, they tried using him in the death. I do not know why.
not
No
a
one
death
has
bowler.
ever used him in the death.
But they
So-
actually don't have a death bowler.
Exactly, they don't have a dead bowler. Yash Dayal was meant to be the dead bowler, in which case, good luck.
Thank you to Rinku Singh to ensuring that it
Experiment
failed.
is done. So
Yeah.
actually, if you look at it, I also know the other death bowler, remember, was meant to be Alzari.
Alzari.
But then his career right now is on death.
So,
thanks to Sunil.
okay, if there is a bit of movement in the pitch and all that, if you want extra pace, why don't you try Lockie Ferguson? Instead of a Reece Topley.
Yeah.
See, unless Topley is a decentish bat,
And I would anyway be looking at bowling. I'm saying in death overs, I'd rather have a Lockie Ferguson whose Yorker I can at least trust on, rather than a Reece Topley who looked, at all,
not a death bowler.
who
Who's not
looked
a death
completely at sea. He was trying his back of the arm slower one and whatnot. None of it worked out.
because you got 2 death bowlers in the Rajasthan Royals setup, Avesh Khan and Yuzi Chell. Yuzi Chell is a brilliant death overs bowler.
And they are usually getting 1 death over out of, say, a Bolt or Berger, depending on which of them is not being finished off early.
Correct. So that's why. But there are problems in both teams. For example, you're saying Virat, Faf and Rajat Patidar, along with Maxwell and Green, have not been in good form. But for Royals, Rajasthan Royals, Yashasvi Jaiswal, Josh Butter and Sanju Samson have also not been in good form.
Correct, but they've still been winning despite that. That's
Because
my
of
point.
their
Middle order.
Dhruv Jurel and Riyan Parag.
Parag
in
in
particular. Man, he's only 20 runs behind Virat Kohli in the race for the
Would-
orange cap.
I think,
and the strike
has he
rate.
not slipped to number 3 now?
Who's ahead of him?
With that 50, Makram has gone second.
Markram. No, Klaasen is 4 runs behind.
Klaasen is 4 runs
Yeah,
behind.
Klaasen's 4 runs behind, and that's why
And that strike, and look at that strike rate.
22. Yeah, he's 22 behind.
160.
Yeah, 160 and Virat Kohli at 140.9. Although that 140.9 is better than his career strike rate in T20s.
True.
But Klaasen, man, 203. But Abhishek Sharma, 217. Man, oh man, if there is anything that needs to be this guy for T20 World Cup, he actually should be this guy, Abhishek Sharma. Looking at the
We
start,
can't fit in 2 openers, yeah.
I know. Yashasvi Jaiswal, Shubman Gill anyway is a big concern, and we are adding one more khichdi in the form of Abhishek Sharma.
Yeah, very good.
Exactly. So both teams have problems, especially in the batting lineup. But RCB's middle order have not yet stepped up. Rajasthan Royals in 3 games has stepped up.
And more importantly, Rajasthan Royals have a very sorted bowling, which has helped them a lot.
Yes.
There's not been a single bowler who hasn't stepped up at a given time. Yuzi Chahal has been Yuzi Chahal. Ashwin has been holding his end up as far as the economy is concerned. Bolt, Berger, Avesh, Sandeep, whoever is playing have all put in very, very good performances when called upon. So that has helped the Royals cause a lot. We often say that, in T20 or T20 is a batter's game, but more often than not, a settled bowling is what wins you matches.
Yep.
If you don't have a settled bowling lineup, as RCB fans can attest, doesn't matter how explosive your batting is.
It takes me back because RR looks such a settled unit, and I don't think it surprises any one of us, because I just want to go back to the day we were making the 11 for Rajasthan, and the first thing we said when we even started making was that this at the very outset looks like a settled team, because whenever there is a team for whom you know what are those 11 players or who the 11 players, it's easy, let's say, who the first picks are going to be, always a good sign, and that's what you're seeing with Rajasthan. There isn't any confusion around there is a lot of role clarity, there's no overlap as to who is to play. Even if Ravichandran Ashwin has to be a floater, there is a system to it, there is a method to it, there is a timing to it. So they look like a very settled unit for a reason, and that is something when you even looked at the squad, you could say that this is an 11 which will be there and thereabouts as far as the top 4 are concerned. It will be a surprise if they are not there and thereabouts, or they don't secure a top 4 place for that matter. So the form is testament to the fact that their core is sorted and their 11 is rather easy to make because of the role clarity.
Correct.
Exactly. Yeah.
Goes in stark contrast to, let's say, teams like RCB, teams like Punjab, teams like even Lucknow for that matter. They may be doing well at the moment, but there is confusion around a few batters over there, too many middle order batters, as we continue to say for them.
So the KGF duo are really, the trio are not firing at this point. And remember, RCB went into the auction going with a new avatar of having power pack batters.
But would you say in the KGF, the K isn't firing?
No, the G isn't firing.
And F isn't
the F isn't firing.
See, K is doing.
Used to fire, he's doing it even now. But again,
See, K is doing what he does.
Exactly,
K is doing what he does.
K
He's
is doing
getting you big
his
runs.
bit, yes.
He's getting you big runs at a decent clip. Not when you compare it to everyone else, but at least the number of runs he's getting you, I would still be excusing if you had a Faf in form and if you had a Maxwell in form. Unfortunately, Faf has not been in form and Maxwell has reverted to...
Faf looked good only in the first game against Chennai.
Yeah.
After which he's been just on the wane.
yeah, and especially that is what masked Virat Kohli's thing also, because in 2023, Faf was in such good form that Virat Kohli's strike rate issues went under the radar.
I won't say it masked anything. It allowed Kohli to play the way that he likes.
So that's what, when we always talk about how it is Kohli played, say, during the ICC World Cup, what would we say? Saying because you had aggressive batters around him.
Yeah.
You had a Rohit giving you quick starts. Gill was supposed to be doing that. His form was off. But even in the middle order, you had the likes of a Shreyas Iyer, aggressive batter. You had a KL Rahul who would also look to be aggressive, or even if he wasn't aggressive early on, could more than make up for it later on. What that did, it allowed Kohli to play his natural game, his best game, wherein he would look to score what I would say are risk-free runs. That's Kohli at his best. This time around, why there's even more focus on Kohli is because Faf and Glenn Maxwell are not living up to their end of the bargain, and I'm sorry to say, neither is a Cameron Green.
Yeah.
I mean, he's looking like a massive albatross around their neck, which they traded for some reason for that astronomical fee of 16.5 crores. The only one who felt the benefit of that, Mumbai Indians.
Mumbai Indians.
Only
Actually, kind of ironical. If that is a benefit, then they're at the bottom of the table.
I mean, look, we know what the reasons were.
Oh, yes,
But there's only one win, let's say, separating the two teams right now. At some point, that
three
one
teams, if you look at it.
Yeah, but the two teams in question at the moment is what I'm saying.
Exactly.
But otherwise, it doesn't change a lot.
It doesn't, that's the thing. And for RCB, they added a player who they didn't really need. That's what I find weird. Did they need a pace bowling all-rounder and a middle order player? They didn't. And actually, if you look at it, Green, the way he bats, is best either as an opener or a 3-4 times, because he tends to take a little time to get going. 5 is maybe stretching it for him at this point.
I think two things over there. One, of course, I think he's batting out of position. For Australia as well in the T20 series, remember
Where
he
was
went...
he playing?
Exactly. Where was he playing? We all know the answer to that.
Opening.
And that I think should have been the takeaway when you saw him bat at Mumbai as well. The other thing they would have expected, let's say, from Cameron Green, that he would have gotten to play on flat conditions in Chinnaswamy, which are... Where are they right now? They're absolutely missing. It's not the Chinnaswamy of the previous seasons.
I will tell you what is the thing, and I think you'll also do a story on it. The nature of the Chinnaswamy is changed because of the water
Drought,
crisis,
the drought issue. Yeah.
And that is why pitches are becoming bit more two-pace and bit more spin-friendly. There was a graphic. The maximum average turn is not at Chepauk, it's at Chinnaswamy.
Exactly.
That's what. See, this time the weather has gone totally against Bengaluru because they couldn't prepare the flat decks that they wanted. And because of this, their entire plan has fallen flat so far in the first 4 games. Now, see, their next fixtures are also not promising in that sense because they take on Mumbai at Wankhede, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Wankhede.
That is going to be a real...
See, that is a place they would want to play at the moment.
Yeah.
For them to restore their confidence, I don't think the Savai Mansingh Stadium is probably that place.
No.
Maybe the Wankhede will suit them a bit more. They're looking for confidence. Look at the batters that they have as well. Again, batters who like playing through the line, who like the ball coming onto the bat. And yeah, Mumbai conditions will suit them much more.
But remember, first game of Mumbai, it wasn't it felt like the Waka. Pace, bounce,
It was
swing.
breezy that day, yes. And somebody like an Andre Berger, that early
Cold
zip,
conditions.
that early
cold.
zip, yes, both of them.
So that is why. Okay, we'll take a couple of questions.
Take the questions before the match starts, then do our
So our
prediction.
impact subs are done. Shubham Dubey is for RR and for RCB it is a Vijay Kumar Vishak.
Yeah, seems so.
Seems so. Dhanush, will Virat Kohli retire without winning an IPL trophy?
Dhanush, every year that seems closer and closer to reality.
See, give him another 2 to 3 years. Another 2 years.
Listen, there's only 2 ways he's winning an IPL trophy. 2 ways. One is if he leaves RCB. The other is if RCB finally develop the common sense to build a very good team.
The second one is not happening.
Exactly.
And neither
Neither is the first one.
Then I think Dhanush, that answers your question.
I mean, see, it will be a damning indictment. I mean, imagine legends like AB de Villiers, Chris Gale have not won an IPL. They are the greatest batters in the modern era when it came to T20 and any kind of international cricket, but they are not winning an IPL trophy. So that's why.
Priyanshu, we'll take Piyush Nandra after that, but Priyanshu is asking, Virat hit his fastest ODI century at Jaipur. Yes, Priyanshu, that is correct, but his is a very contrasting record. So internationally, he tends to do very well at Jaipur, but in the IPL, he has struggled. And he also points out that only K is performing. GF, Moody and them.
Oh, but yaar, Priyanshu, that 2013 India-Australia series was an abomination for bowlers, yaar. Every game you make 350, it would be chased down. 383 in Bengaluru, almost, James Faulkner almost won that game for them, 326. Vinay Kumar went for 102 runs in his 9 overs. That series, please, it was an aberration of the highest order.
Correct.
That's why.
Piyush Nandra says, what's the logic behind bowling first? RR won both games batting first here. Jaiswal century loading. Piyush,
New
answer
pitch.
your question? Yes. New pitch, and they are expecting it to seam around just a little bit. Plus, if you don't know what the pitch is like and if you won the toss, why not let the opposition figure it out? That's simple.
Exactly what you saw yesterday as well.
Yeah.
The same ground that saw 277 runs being scored by one team alone. What did Pat Cummins do on a black soil new surface?
Yeah.
Please be my guest. Let's see.
But Piyush Nandre has an even better comment. So basically, RCB having GF problems like everybody.
You speak for yourself.
I know, not for Shane, not for me. I don't know about Mohit here, but let's see. Ashish Dhar, RR will win. Virat Kohli needs to bat with 200 strike rate. UC international career nosedived once he was released from RCB.
But you know, I don't think that point should be connected, Ashish, for UZ because he's had 2 very good IPLs with RR. I don't think that has anything to do with the franchise. He's been in top form the last 2 years. Go and check his numbers. He won the Purple Cap 1 year, if I'm not mistaken.
The year
in the top
of
5.
the T20 World, I think 2022.
He won the Purple Cap, and
Big
then
mistake.
after that, 2023, he was in the top 4-5 somewhere.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's fair to compare it with his franchise thing. That's just whimsical, let's say, changes made by the team management that, let's say, decided to move faster for whatever reason.
Mayank Madan has a prediction. He
My
says
prediction RCB 32 for 3 in the power play.
Speaking of predictions, I'm not going first.
Okay, I'll go first. RCB batting first, new surface, Jaipur. Seaming conditions, what Sanju Samson
He's
hinted at.
expecting.
I think I'll go with RCB 163, and it's another loss for them.
178, And I do agree. I see an RR win pretty easily.
Okay, so the last, the last.
Let's see. Here's
two
the
matches,
interesting bit.
The last two matches, everybody's agreed unanimously that this team will win. Both times the opposing team won.
So you get another excuse to not.
No. I am still saying because the team that is there, the bowling and batting composition, I see RR winning this, and also because.
So for the first time, this is breaking news. For the first time in 5 games that RCB are playing, Siddharth Vishwanathan has decided to change course and not back the Royal Challengers Bengaluru.
But I
We
did.
should have that as one of the slugs going on.
But I did back RR in the RCB in the game versus PBK.
All
my
that's
point.
it. That's
You backed them in
exactly.
every game prior, not this one. Also,
Yeah.
Divyank, very naughty comment, very naughty comment indeed.
Come
Not taking
on,
it, but
yeah.
well done, 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Miraj Rule says his prediction is that Siraj gets 3 wickets, Faf up 40, and RCB win. Very interesting, Miraj.
Well, see, we have agreed upon it. Three guys have agreed on the same team.
Last 2 days it's happened. I
It's
think.
happened maybe for a third
Yeah,
day.
Punjab Kings versus
GT.
GT.
Then CSK, SRH, CSK, we all predicted.
Maybe again this is Siddharth's new way of supporting his new secret team, as everyone
there is
was
no
saying.
secret team. I believe this Rajasthan Royals team are very steady, and they have not had a good run against RCB for the last 2 to 3 years.
Priyanshu says RCB getting a win. One of the only ones to predict that, but getting 184. Ooh.
Well, I've gone with 165 and an RR win. RR.
Alright, we'll see how many of our predictions come true, false, whatever. Let's just see how this match plays out. First 2 balls, bit of a circumspect start, but given the amount of fireworks that is present, we could expect that to change. So join us in the mid innings. For now, thank you guys, and as always, stay tuned. Plenty more coming your way on Sports Today. We'll see how many of y'all get your predictions right.
Yeah.
Whether the match plays the way we expected. If it does, fun. If it doesn't, well, fun either way. You can join us, and we'll have a long chat about it on Sports Today. For now, though, from Harshit, Siddharth, and me, it is goodbye and stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Once.